let's get it on now here for some third strike action at Texas Showdown. My name is James Chen, and I'm joined by Team Chris. How you doing?
Great. Happy to be here, of course. My fifth rodeo at Texas Showdown. Here back again for the finals of Third Strike. Shout out to we get the jazzy circuit points on the board about to take it on. Always thrilled. Always an honor to do Third Strike finals. You know, working with you, James, best in the business here. But also at the same time, I mean, Third Strike is just such a beautiful game, and the way that the community continues to evolve and grow. I really feel like Third Strike has like its own FGC, where it really has its own events, its own tour, and seeing that as well. But also, like the talent on display here, we got a few heavy hitters from the Dallas area as well as the Houston area, and we got that rivalry on board. Here we got it going on. Here
and,
we got.
And one of the things I want to mention too is that Texas has a massive Third Strike scene. There's so many, like I know in Dallas Fort Worth, they've got a lot of Third Strike scenes, and like all over the state. And there's a large precedent for that too, because a lot of the old school players way back in the day, I'll talk about some of them a little bit more, were also very big fans of Third Strike. But we've got a classic brother versus brother, Yun versus Yang. Here we go.
I love a matchup of the twins here. I mean, originally going back to New Generation, these two had the same exact moves, and then around Second Impact started to differentiate. What I also like here is JWin using the Yang with the Super R2 and also what I like to call the Ayori Yagami drip.
It's really funny too, because like originally in Super Street Fighter there were supposed to be two Fei Longs, right? And they actually took one of them away and gave that spot to James Goddard to make DJ. And I've always wondered, is that where Yun and Yang came from? You know, because like they're twins, you know, from Hong Kong, and they had the same moveset before. So I always wondered if that's where these guys had their origins from.
Yeah, and Blake, can you miss it there? Ch0sen getting off the first point there with two Ganajins. I mean, I saw one earlier, and JWin did a good job defending to that, but then the second one got a bit of the few haze from the crowd, and there's that big damage Rekka that we see instantly going into that activation. They're good blocking there, especially denying the overhead.
All right.
That's a win. You just end up with a command grab out of that Ganajin, and he doesn't have that meter full yet. I mean, that especially establishes JWin to get that position going.
Yeah, right now, Ch0sen is looking really good right now. And but now getting sent to the corner. Okay, here we go. Did I commentators curse Ch0sen? I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second. Here we go.
Hey.
Oh, he's going for the reset. Smart stuff. He wanted to get as much damage as possible. It's not enough to kill. Oh, the classic double dive kick. And I also want to mention one thing here. I have seen JWin playing every single old school fighting game. I commentated Vampire Savior. He was there. He was in the top. I commentated Super Turbo. He was there.
He tied with me in Alpha 2, I believe.
Right, and so he's in Alpha 2. This is a true old school cat here for the FGC.
That was a close battle there. And after, in the response to that double dive kick there, he was looking for a bit of a hug. Maybe he'll get himself more of that validation and more grabs out there. We're seeing a lot of command grabs on deck between both characters. Looks like JWin was reaching out there again. This time caught himself cornered on this avenue of Chinatown.
It's really interesting to me, though, because, I mean, a lot of the modern Yang players do go with the Sei Enbu, but he is going with the Super R2 here. Obviously, so to get more access to the EX Mantis slashes.
Yeah, because most of the time when I pick Super R2 with Yang, I'm doing that as an anti-projectile.
Right.
Also, like, I have a fun time confirming it, even though I'm actually a bigger fan of the two other Super Arts. I always talk about Super Art 1 as +1 on block. But the Seienbu also got its own jazz, and especially specializes in high-low mix-ups there. But Ch0sen, again, on the board here. And, just one round away from getting into the top two.
I mean, Yang is definitely one of the characters that, you know, even, you know, post the prime of Third Strike, keeps moving up in the tiers, and a lot of people consider him one of the best characters now, outside, of course, of the Elite Three.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like watching Nika KO when I was like my earlier days of competing in Third Strike, watching him put this character on the map.
Okay, here we go, corner position. Almost has the Ganajin ready to go.
Oh, got him switching sides there. Caught him with the low forward.
Oh,
parry!
He missed the combo, and then JWin dropped the combo too. And you gotta watch out for the stun. Oh, he didn't kick on the way down. If he actually attacked on the way down, he would have been able to punish the lunge punch, but unfortunately did not. And JWin is gonna go down.
Man, it just breaks your heart there when you're able to actually score that parry against Ganajin. Because one of the other thing that makes Ganajin such an amazing super is the fact that when you get those like build supers, kind of super forms, normally when you get hit out of it, you lose that. But Ganagin Yun can continue his momentum going on there.
Yeah.
And when you're able to, like, literally what I call catch a bullet, which is parry that first hit of the Ganagin and then get those mana slashes in there to drop. I mean, kind of feel like JWin was on borrowed time there trying to get the most out of it. Those were some close rounds, but Ch0sen was able to clutch his way into the winner's final.
It's always that kind of mindset with the Ganagin. If you can only get hit by like the last 20% of the Ganagin, you succeeded. Like you actually won that exchange. It's because like you're gonna get opened up by that thing. It's just, you know, the highs, the lows, and then also the command throw, right? It's just Zempo tensions. It's just there's just no way to defend it properly.
The way I would kind of look at it as well, James, was the the way that I would look at it would be kind of like I'm losing my train of thought here because this guy's hat.
Yeah, I know, right? I was just like, okay, this is how you know we're in Texas right now, so let's go.
This is Waxx, if I'm not mistaken. Waxx against BigNasty, yeah. BigNasty, if I recall correctly, don't know if the names are. I think BigNasty plays Hugo.
Okay. Well,
if I'm not mistaken, but it is a Texas Showdown staple that we always have a Hugo in the top 8.
And you know what? We definitely saw the top 8 Hugo at Evo, right? Now everybody loves Hugo here after what Hayao did. So.
Oh yeah, and it goes all the way back. I recall like YSB and some of those like compilation videos you'd see from the Co-op Cup. Puts this character on display here.
Low.
Yep.
And it's so funny too because even to this day, we all do the Yun. Oh wait, here we go, big damage.
Oh yeah, Argentinian backbreaker. Shades of Lex.
You gotta
Luger.
watch out for the 720. Oh, he didn't get the juggle.
They throw the buzz. Oh, caught him in the air.
Oh, he's gonna the EX.
That's what got BigNasty 4th place last year at Texas Showdown. He had the hella hype. Reads on display with Hugo, just showing how much fun this character. Big splat energy.
Oh, he had another hard read there, and you know what? Waxx didn't even have the opportunity to punish that.
Oh, he missed the target combo there. That would have been a guaranteed Ganagin for Waxx.
That was too far away. Just sweeps him. See, like you're gonna get hit, but that's a win right there. Look how little damage he took.
Yeah, I was going to mention, it was like Street Fighter V with Urian's Aegis Reflector. If I just came out of that just getting thrown, oh man, it was a great day. Oh, caught him on the bad landing to the dive kick.
Him. I'm really surprised.
Blocking the overhead.
He jumped, and now we could have a comeback in the exact opposite direction. But beautiful defense from BigNasty.
When all he needs a pixel, but he's got to make a statement there. We got to churn that butter in there and just flatten him to get that point. Now, Waxx was the runner-up of last year's Texas Showdown, had a masterful performance with his Yun. But also, it's really a fun fact that he still is considered new to Third Strike as well. From the Dallas-Fort Worth area, he has a cabinet in his house that he invites a lot of the Texas faithful to come in and play and practice with. And they speak highly on his player development here and hoping for him to punch his ticket further up into the top 4.
Yeah, especially, you know, with the Yun as well. Yun is not exactly the easiest character to use, all the Ganagin combos, especially if you want to optimize them, are really, really hard to do. Oh, he's going for the SVDs. He wants it. All right.
That's good blocking. Yeah, that's a win.
Now, the hardest part about it is no matter how late you get hit by the Ganagin, he still builds half his meter because that all comes at the end, right? So, oh, nice.
Yeah, that's just the other thing. I mean, sometimes you could score more damage after the Ganagin than within the Ganagin itself, which makes it wild. So I'm always looking at the player's meter every time they score that Ganagin there, and you see he's got it there just around 40%, and that's really another thing that makes... Oh, wait, let's see. It's getting closer. Oh, scoop slam there gives him a life
Nice parry, but he didn't cancel. Where's the lunge punch? Oh, not... Yo!
Good recognition on that.
Early jumping medium punch. I guess he just saw Waxx go into the air and had the reactions. BigNasty's at match point with the Hugo. Is he going to be the Texas Hayao here? Oh, the damage. Get lariated. Which means at least you're not worried about the 720, but still.
Right.
Got to get something out of this Ganagin. He hasn't been able to get much out of the Ganagin yet.
Yeah, BigNasty put on a great display. That might kill. So close.
Oh, yeah.
Finishes again. I love it. That's such a statement, man, when you SPD someone when they only have a sliver left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, BigNasty just showing why he's why he's one of Texas' finest out here with that Hugo, getting that work done.
That's why the SPD works so well when you have a sliver left, because you're like, oh, he just has to hit me with a jab. So you think that they're just going to try to hit you with that, and that means they open themselves up to the SPD. So empty jump was a really smart decision.
Yeah,
there.
and anything you can get on these Yuns, how they fly around with that dive kick pressure, I mean, the mobility that they have, anything you can get to stop that momentum definitely works, be it SPD or not. And sometimes overkill's the way you got to do it, man.
Yeah, I forgot. So what I was mentioning is, you know, the whole chanting during Yun thing, right? A few things. So at one point in time in the States, Third Strike wasn't that popular. I mean, they didn't even have it at the very first Evo. And there was a whole online.
Yeah, around that 2004,
2002 a period around there.
Yeah,
so like
I call that my Team Chris training days.
And, you know, Third Strike gained a ton of popularity thanks to that Evo, because they had the 5v5, and that's where we had the Justin getting blown up by Tokido, unblockables and stuff like that. But one of the other videos that really popularized Third Strike that really got a lot of people into it was this Japanese 5-on-5 tournament where a Makoto just beat up on everybody. But whenever the Yun players started getting the combo, they were doing the chants.
Yeah.
And that's where the chants came from this whole time. Like, that's why everybody chants, because that was one of the most viral Third Strike videos back in the day.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, but I remember those videos that, like, would come out. Even I would even see them sometimes on websites like eBomb's World or, you know, pre-YouTube days. I'm talking before Twitch, Justin TV days.
Right, yeah.
And the, I mean, like, this game even at Texas Showdown goes back to, like, Super Battle Opera, where this used to be a qualifier for that event as well.
When this game was popular, we didn't even have YouTube, right? I mean, like, we were downloading everything on Real Media. God.
LimeWire.
Oh, if anybody knows what Real Media is still these days, man.
So basically, James.
Speaking of Makoto, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to mention you had some great timing there. Dictator as well, making a repeat appearance here in the top 8. And this is Cubano Loco's first time in the top 8 in Texas Showdown.
Nice.
With this, after winning Evo in Street Fighter 4 and placing 7th in the Bully Legs Memorial Tournament, he's showing to get it done. And what's interesting here is this is one of those ports of the of Third Strike where there's a weird localization issue on the selection of Super Art 2, so it shows up as Magnetic Storm, press kick repeatedly.
No, that's been in the arcade version the whole time. Yeah.
Most of the Third Strikes I played, I'm used to that. You know.
To do that. He was trying.
What's funny is it used to make me actually mash kick when I was playing Yang on this game, because I thought it really was a thing.
So Cubano Loco is part of the NorCal scene, but he also has family out here in Texas, so he's out here a lot. So definitely, I'm sure he came out here to play in some Texas Showdown and visit family. Dictator, I also saw. Oh, nice block. Dictator, I saw playing Dictator in Super Turbos. A lot of these old school players. You played multiple games because, you know, when you're in the arcade and you put your quarter up and we're waiting, you would go play the other games.
Well, that's how I got into fighting games.
Yeah.
I was playing DDR until my legs didn't work like they do now. So and from there, to build back my strength, I would play CVS2, Virtual Fighter 4, and Third Strike around the time. And we would. And, you know, shout-outs to Miami putting together a great seed at Third Strike. Recently, we had a little bit of a revival. We actually had a Jazzy Circuit tournament last night at ROK Esports. So I want to give a big shout-out to my friends over at ROK Esports and Arcade Odyssey for putting in the work. And, of course, Everdread and Mr. Pomegranate X got himself a fat chunk of Jazzy Circuit points. I'm hoping to see more of them out on the tour alongside these players.
Yeah, shout-outs to the entire Jazzy Circuit crew out there. Keeping the game alive, man. That's what it takes.
As it deserves to be, man. I really love that Third Strike has a life of its own and pretty much its own FGC.
Yep, here we go. Reset.
Oh, near
goes
stun.
For the low, yep. And that's one of the classic mix-ups in this game. You know, you got the mid, the low, the throws. Mids, of course, beating all the down parry attempts. And, you know, I mean, like you were saying, this game definitely deserves it. And I was saying this during the Super Turbo top 8s as well. But good fighting games never get old.
They never do, yeah.
Like, they don't start looking bad. They don't start feeling bad. Like, they are forever. And Third Strike is definitely one of those games.
Oh, yeah. Flying below the radar, getting that low forward there to convert.
Man.
And then using one of the overheads, not the universal one, but the toward medium kick.
This is going to hurt right here. He's got the level 2. This should be a stun. Does he have the stun combo?
Oh, no. Just missed it. Just jumped a little bit too far there. That would have been kill for Cubano Loco. What a parry.
Yep.
And the dash under. Check that Adam's apple. You see Marco just nodding there like, okay.
Yep.
He knows what he's getting into. I mean, he's met with a lot of jank command grabs throughout many different games that he played again.
I mean, oh, this is good. This is good. So this combo. Oh no, he missed the super. I was just about to say that combo into the super requires very specific screen positioning. You can't do that combo every time. And dashing under someone is one of the best ways to set that up.
Out of curiosity, James, like, is it one of those things how, like, some of the jump properties are different between player 1 and player 2?
No.
Like, Ken's safe jump on player 1 crosses up, player 2 it's not? Yeah.
There are stuff like that in this game, but for the Makoto one, her back has to be as close to the wall as possible.
Oh, okay.
And so, in other words, if the regular screen and you're fighting like this, if you command grab them, usually you're in the center of the screen because that's how it works. So that combo won't hit.
Oh,
but if you hit someone out of the air, when you dash, it doesn't scroll the screen.
Yeah.
So if you hit someone in the air, you dash under them, you'll get to the wall over here, and then you grab them, and now the combo will actually work.
Oh.
And there's a lot of different ways to set it up
There's
besides
a lot.
just dashing under them, but that's why when you fight Makotos with Super R2, you also are very scared to attack her when she's in the corner, because if she command grabs you in the corner, she's guaranteed with her back to the wall.
Right.
And since if you have the triple up punches, the name escapes me right now for some reason, but she's basically has a guaranteed stun on like almost the entire cast.
Yeah, and it makes it like a touch of death combo there.
Yeah.
But with that said,
and in that 5v5 video that got really popular, that was one of the things that also made it go viral, was that it was the first time a lot of US players saw Makoto doing touch of death combos like that.
So that was the losers bracket there. So Dictator goes home. Congrats to Marco, Cubano, Loco for doing a stunning performance here. And here we've got Ronin Crimzon here with the queen in Jade. Uses the leap there to get that what we call the universal overhead. I know it's originally called a leap attack from like Second Impact, and the motion forward was actually down.
Yep, down, and pretty much any button.
And there we go. And you see, I love the camera placement of that super there. He uses it to just push back. Now, if I recall correctly there, Ken is also one of the characters of a certain weight class that Chun-Li could get stomps after the super R2. There's like half of the catch is able to do that. The other half you have to do some other stuff and mess around with the camera, you know. Chun-Li's got a lot.
Chun-Li has a lot of things in this game, including that, her crouching light punch, which it's 2
frames.
Bad confirm.
Oh, there we go. Got the double slap there. He's got that super cancel also in CVS too. There we go.
Yep.
It's an air target combo there. Another leap in there.
Good spacing on that. And the air throw, he was waiting for him to jump out. And now the ground throw. And interestingly enough, as you said, crouching light punch, you said 2 frames, right?
It's 2 frames, yes.
And interestingly enough, it's 3 frames in modern lingo, but in old school days, we didn't refer to the first active frame as part of startup. So yeah, it's 2 frames, but technically, in modern lingo, it is 3 frames. So it's really weird.
I'm sure you and I both have had an ocean of Twitter mentions where we say, what do you mean it's 0 frame? It's 1 frame. And I know, we always have to emphasize that. It's true. But I just go by the meme of how do you approach a woman with a 2 frame jab? Kind of that.
That's fair.
People were talking about Chun-Li.
Oh, good. And see, even though this game has crouch tech like Street Fighter 4, since you come out with a button, you just parry it and beat it up. Whereas in Street Fighter 4, it was really hard to punish those crouch techs.
I feel like that's key in the matchup here between Chun-Li and Ken, is that Ken has that Super R3 similar to Yun's, where for God knows what reason, it's very short, and you can stock multiple ones of it. Because it's so short, you could easily build that up more and be able to get that Super R3, which has so much utility.
Dude,
as a whip punish combo.
And everything. Nice! Oh! It's the parry! Yep, gotta change your timing. Oh, Ronin Crimzon, this is Crimzon Wolf. I saw him playing Vampire Savior as well. Crimzon Wolf 777.
Is he using Talbot, I guess?
No, he was actually using, he was the Talbane.
Yeah.
He was the Talbane, yeah.
That's the thing about VSAF. Sometimes you can look at them and be like, yeah. That's why people look at me, you're a Felicia player. And I tried to avoid Felicia. Then it ended up like, one of us.
Oh, yeah, didn't confirm that. Most top Ken players will tell you they can confirm crouching medium kick on a single hit, but it is much harder than Chun-Li's.
Oh, no, you get all the time in the world. It's kind of like that meme of that guy jumping in the pool at 5:36 and landing at 5:40.
Right.
You know, we have that meme going around, the morning routine ones.
Yeah, right there, by the way, he got that crouching medium punch. He wasn't ready for that because that is one of the ways Ken can link right into his Super Art 3 into the Shippujinrai.
Yeah, that DP misses. Forces Sunny back into the other side of the train stop.
Yeah, and Chun-Li's close heavy kick, a valuable move, even if it's parried. She could jump cancel it to try to get away. Nice.
Sorry, combo coming up short. Gets a big block. Let's see the punish.
I think he was thinking that maybe Crimzon was going to cancel it into something, but here we go.
He really tried to bring out the down forward roundhouse in third strike. Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those sweeps. Now, obviously, Crimzon doesn't have the super. The punish is just going to kill. No!
Zero vital. Seto Vital, empty jump into the low. Sunny scores it.
Yeah, and see, that's where third strike really starts. You can see why a lot of people like it because, you know, in that situation, a lot of other games, you just go for the meaty DP.
Right.
You get the chip damage. And so you're like, okay, so I'm going to parry forward. And so we have Sunny over there going for the crouching medium kick, which will be all forward parries. And so while it does seem like a weird option, that's why it worked here.
I mean, there's a lot going on, more than meets the eye when analyzing third strike. Like when you see a corner throw, I like to ask myself, like, is it an SGGK? Like, is it really the throw that the opponent's not doing anything, just blocking? And it was a throw that also option selects a low parry and a forward. So those kind of things that you see. So it's interesting to see. As a good player, you got to get those options that fly below the radar. And it's really just not just what's optimal in the engine, but what the opponent is not looking for. Oof. Man, the range on that kick Chun-Li gets.
Crimzon's going with the Nuki classic color here, the gray. Ouch.
I always love Chun-Li in black or white, or the grays, all those that mix. It's always my favorite, especially since it's Sunday. Wearing Chun-Li on white on Sundays, it's special. Oh, there's that frame trap, that low short into the close standing roundhouse kick.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Yeah, he builds it up with the fireball, but it doesn't connect. He parries the last hit, and Sunny takes it. How did that drop for Ronin there?
Just a late cancel on there. There's a window to the fireball cancel into the super, and if you do it too late, you will miss the combo.
And I think it's because it might have been late because he was using that fireball to build enough meter to get that super.
Well, the thing about it is when you throw the fireball, you know, it doesn't hit right away, so it's not adding to the hit stun.
Yeah.
So you have to cancel it faster. Here we go, the throw. Another throw. This is where Chun-Li shines right here. She doesn't really have the high-low mix-up, but her Kara throw is one of the, I think it is the best in the game. It's like her and Elena and Q, I think, have like three of the best ones, but.
I've never teched a throw from Elena, ever. I mentioned that at EVO 2 years ago, and it still proves true. I've never taken a throw from Elena, but that was brilliant stuff there from Sunny to close it out. That was fantastic work, but interesting critical drops there in those situations as well.
Unfortunately, that means that Crimzon Wolf is out of the tournament then, because that, again, was the loser side of the bracket. So.
And I guess that also means, James, that Chun-Li is gone.
Oh, that's right. That's the only Chun-Li?
Yeah, so I know the chat's appreciating that as well. So we'll see. I'm not, but, you know.
Are you a Chun player?
Of course. I ever tell.
Oh, that's right.
My whole leg is inked with Chun-Li. My right leg. Even if it gets amputated, I'm still going to have a
keep your leg around. Oh, jeez. But anyway. But, I mean, you know, honestly, like when Third Strike was at EVO, you know, I was so worried that we were going to have that Chun, Yun, Ken kind of domination that we've seen at all the past EVOs before.
Yeah,
right? But,
and MOV did us a favor picking Elena.
Yeah, because, you know, MOV, a.k.a. the Master of Vampires.
Yep.
He actually says that his Chun-Li should be banned.
I'm too low. Okay.
Yeah, he actually said, like, his Chun-Li should be banned because it's too cheap.
Yeah.
Not Chun should be banned. His Chun-Li should be banned. Yeah.
I believe it, though. I mean, I've had a few sets with him in Street Fighter V when he was even a top-tier Chun-Li in Season 2 when they nerfed her out of the game. But Cubano Loco setting the tone here.
I think this is just a button check here.
It's just a button check.
Just a button check. Because Waxx isn't doing anything right. He's just talking to people, and Ibuki didn't move,
Yeah,
and I don't think Waxx is going to be playing Ibuki.
I mean, we were just talking about MOV, and MOV was like on the scene originally using second impact Ibuki, so that's why.
Well, Ibuki in second impact was very strong.
Nasty with it, yeah.
Infinites.
You know,
Oh, wait, no, it was only, like, did she have the infinite on 1 or 2? Crap, I can't remember now. Shoot.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on. I wanted to talk about Second Impact as well because I love it. But also, Second Impact was actually one of the first fighting games that was in the 16:9 format.
Not in the arcades.
I think because I remember it being widescreen in the arcades I played it at.
Oh, that's not right. They might have stretched it.
Yeah.
They might have stretched it. It's not, I mean, none of the games are 16:9.
Yeah, because Third Strike went back to 4x3.
No, they were all technically 4x3 at the start. So.
Okay. I got to look that up. But because I just remember playing Second Impact 16:9.
I mean, Second Impact, I think, is what caused Capcom to nerf Sean to death in this game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Nice. Here we
There
go.
you go. More of those try to two chance this time. We got a second matchup with the twins here. The one we saw previously was Ch0sen and JWin.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was definitely an execution error right there.
I think we're using the same colors and stages.
Yeah, I know,
well.
right? Yeah, and with the twins background music here, the fake James Bond song.
I love the build to it, especially when we get to the round 3 and you get like that percussion beat just going off. It's fantastic.
Here we go.
Wax putting on a master
try to
class
approach.
here.
But yeah, there you go, the high lows.
Here's some extracurriculars.
Oh, he didn't attack fast enough. I think he went with a heavier button, so it couldn't interrupt the heavy punch fast enough. Either had to parry the second one or maybe go for a light attack instead.
Yeah, he thought he had the offense there, but just the attack was not over with, which pushes Wax forward in the momentum. That's good use of Yun there.
All right, see El Cubano Loco there doing the standard, thinking between the rounds, the head nod, like, yeah, I got this. So
It's very similar to watching his claw in Street Fighter 4. I mean, on his mind is just neutral 24/7.
Oh, nice. So last time he tried to do the walk up, he got counter poked, so that time he went for the low short into the frame trap. And now you're getting Ganagin. Hey.
Yeah, good use of that down forward fierce punch to continue the combo there. Knowing when to use that, the palm strike and the fist, good mix there. Wax put it well on display, but he doesn't build enough meter here to get another one. So.
Oh no, got caught low.
In a good place here. Good block on the overhead.
Oh shoot, what is happening? I saw Wax definitely went up in the air, tried to catch him, but it was a little too late. Gave Cubano Loco the opportunity to get that win. Nice. Oh, that was a red parry, but he didn't do anything with it. I think he was kind of shocked by it too.
I mean, it's from the block stun, that 3-frame window.
And again, since it was a red parry, I'm not sure that he was trying to do that on purpose. So, God. Yeah,
he lunged with it, it connects.
Get lunge punched in the face. Oh no. Look at this life lead that Wax has, and he's going to be able to get the kill over here with a perfect, but more importantly, look at all that meter that he has. He's right there on the verge of another Ganagin.
Yeah, good target combo or just a shoulder thrust there will be able to get him back into that activation. Got the corner carry he's looking for there, but Cubano response, get out of there.
Nice frame trap with that last hit of the Mantis Slash there. Oh, what? Just go for the sweep to catch him, try to jump away. Nice. Gets the standard turnaround combo there.
Good confirm off those lights there, off of the meaty that Wax is able to get, but Cubano Loco, it's his turn now. Trying to get some strikes before that Ganagin gets up on the board.
Oh, got him with the up kicks. Nice parry. And not a big combo, but he goes for the throw here. And there you see why the OD Mantis Slash is so important.
Oh, let's see. Oh, he did the teleport instead. Oh, no.
Definitely was trying to do. Oh, he got him here, yeah. So again, the EX Mantis Slash is so valuable because it is very hit confirmable on its own. And if it is blocked, you can just stop it and you're fine.
Yeah, and let's put yourself in a range to keep it going with a low medium kick.
Waxes with the chuckle there, yeah. They're both shaking their heads. They're both like, what is happening here? That was the second time that Waxx got, Cubano Loco got to the other side and then tried the crouching medium kick, I'm sure, and just came out with the wrong thing.
I mean, also, they switch around like some of the inputs to get that upward kick as well as the teleport. Sometimes they have, it's a different input. In this game, it's a DP motion, but in some games, I think that the DP motion gives you the kick instead of the quarter circle forward.
Got him with the low. Got him with the low.
Oh, he's going to keep it going there. Got those 2 extra hits.
Yep. A lot of times it's the post-Ganadian hits that are the important ones.
And that's really scary when he comes down from that neutral jump fierce punch and hits twice.
Oh, here we
it's
go.
So deceiving.
Oh, wow. And that palm strike missed. He might have been able to get something off of that.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times here in this top 8. It's interesting.
He's trying to win without spending all of his meter. He did not want to go to Ganadian. He was willing to spend that EX right there, but he's coming into this last round match point here with half a bar. Very dangerous for El Cubano Loco because, yeah, any combo should build the rest of that Ganadian right now. Good parry, and here we go, the activation. Time to guess. Good blocks. Yo, the defense.
Oh, wow.
No damage off of that Ganadian. That is not easy to do.
Yeah, and Waxx not going for a command grab this time. The other Ganadian sequences, he was able to get some of those grabs to get his offense going there. Cubano Loco gets himself a big break there, but let's see, he's back to restart it again.
Here we go, the defense again. There it is, the command grab, but I think Cubano Loco is willing to take that, especially if Waxx is going to drop, but here we go. One more hit, that should do it.
Yes.
And Waxx is going to move on, and Cubano Loco is eliminated. Woo.
Man, great run for Cubano Loco. I mean, just a few top 8s. He leaves Texas Showdown very well decorated here with that amazing performance. And also seeing him take that Yang on display, loving the neutral that he was working with as well. And also just like his defense against the Ganadian. You see he wasn't just giving up some of the overheads here and there. Most people defending against the Ganadian, it's kind of like, I'm just going to give my opponent this much and call it a day. But at this stage of third strike, like we choose to fight back and like stand our ground here. And we saw a lot of that. That was a very good effort coming close to taking out Waxx. But Waxx, again, just keeps on trucking over to loser semis.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cubano Loco was hoping for Waxx off, but he got Waxx. But, you know, Waxx made sure he's Waxx on. So going to continue forward here in this tournament. And I think we're going to the second of the losers, the round 2 matches here, if I'm not mistaken here. So, and yeah, if people are wondering, we are playing on the arcade cabinets here. So that's why it took a while to get everything set up. Yeah, exactly.
Shout outs to Ray, Anubis Machete, and his people like moving the machine from the retro room on stage. Kind of reminds me of Texas Showdown 2019 where Yuki and Tommy Two-Step played in the grand finals and the hotel retro room got flooded.
Oh!
Literally there was a big rain and the hotel got flooded. And they had to move all the cabinets out of there, and we were able to get the third strike cabinet out on the main stage within and get the stream back up and running in like an hour and 30 minutes.
Nice.
And that was an incredible effort to do.
There have been a lot of force of natures trying to ruin our fighting game lives, but yeah, we're having another Yang here, so this is the other Yang here in JWin, and he's looking pretty good against Sunny right now. Nice. Did he? Oh, he did try to attack right away. What a cancel into the Shippu, and he got him low right there again. You're worried about the chip damage, so you just catch him with the low here.
Yeah, Sunny looking real sharp as he did coming off that win over Crimzon. And let's see, JWin responds with his own step back low forward.
Okay, to the other side, nice whiff punish on that stand medium kick. Stand forward, I should say. I always have to rewrite my brain to go with the old school button names. Oh, yeah, good parry. And you see the little mini walk back there to get Sunny to twitch, stand up a little bit, and should be able to finish it off.
Mantis, Mantis, Mantis to equalize it.
And again, JWin, I love it whenever I come to like Texas Showdown to a lot of these events because you see the old school games, the same players are playing like all of them, and it's so cool to see.
It is also, this is, I recall correctly, Sunny's first time in the top 8. So he's the last of the first timers here in the top 8 Texas Showdown that we're representing. This Ken is put on display here. Can he eliminate the other Yang as he gets the first point against JWin?
Oh, throw loops, man, come on.
I know they were loving those over at Evo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly though, there's so much nuance in this game with those throw loops because of the parry, and the throws are very, very strong because the parries exist. So. All right. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Nice, but he didn't commit to anything off of that.
I think he would think he had enough meter for the Super R3, it looked like, and he was trying to mash that out.
All right, nice Zempo tension here to get to the other side, get the side switch.
Oh. This time he does get it, and it gets the job done, putting Sunny in match point position.
And like you said, too, that the Shippu bar is so short. Getting 3 of them It's so powerful.
The air-to-air gets that juggle stay. It looks like he's
That's
only
it
going to
right
need one
there,
more
yep.
off the dome.
That's the link right there, one of the Ken's best links. One of the reasons why you almost have to use Shippu. So many ways to link into that super. Nicely done.
Yeah, closes it out with another excellent there
Yeah,
to derail the momentum of Sonny cleans it.
Unfortunately, what that means here is that in this losers round 2, we lost all of our Yangs.
All of our
we
Yangs,
lost
all of our
Cubano,
Chons.
Loco, and JWin. So Yang is out, and Yun continues his path of being the stronger brother.
He's got everything. I mean, they were saying also, like, just like the differences between their two Super Art 3s is that, like, what gives Yun the upper hand is that every single hit he has super level priority. Whereas Yang's is, he has, like, a repeat of himself, like a shadow version that repeats a hit. So that really specializes more in high-low mix-ups, where you're able to create some unblockables. But it's Yun having those priorities in the strikes that makes it more problematic. But we're not seeing any Seienbu tonight. I mean, I know it's very I know it's effective in certain matchups like Hugo. I think Yang players like to use that against Hugo to keep that momentum going. And I know there's a few others as well, but we just saw the Super Art 2 on display because it just gives you more Manus, and that's what you need. Similar to Ryu with Super Art 1, you know, Shinku Hadouken sucks, but when you have access to those EX moves, more so from it, and that's what it's all about. You just want to go and ride that donkey all the way down the canyon.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Alex too, right? Alex will often go with the, I think it's Super Art 2, just so he has more access to the EX flash chops. So a lot of times it's not even about the super that you want, but oh boy. BigNasty fought against the Yun earlier, if I'm not mistaken, and now going up against another one here.
Yeah, and he looked very comfortable just countering the Ganajin with the Gigas Breaker that we saw. No matter how much help he needed to do to get that kill, he's going to keep on out there just turning cream to butter and just flatten it all up out there. Shout-outs to Roxy, by the way.
I know that one's Poison.
That's Poison?
That's Poison, yeah.
I always think, because like Roxy has orange hair and then Poison has pink hair. And it's just like, I always think
I think she changes color depending on the Hugo color. I'm not sure. Actually, don't quote me on that one. But that one's Poison. That's why in Street Fighter 5, all of her storylines are the wrestling with Hugo and stuff like that.
And I played too much Final Fight for Sega CD, so. Which is the best version of the game.
Because you actually had all 3 characters. Here we go.
And a new soundtrack.
Up kicks. Yep. Take him back to the other corner over here.
Ch0sen backing up a little bit here. Trying to give himself some space to work.
Oh, no!
Nothing from the command grab,
though. Walked a little too far. But he's got the Ganajin activated, so this is the scary situation. And
the whip on the overhead allows him to get the splat.
Out of the corner there, just using that out of the corner, the empty jump throw. We've seen him use the empty jumps to his advantage before. Nice parry! Here's an opportunity now. If he can get another hit, he could have got to the Ganajin activation. But the crouching light kick, the crouching short from BigNasty gonna take it.
Yeah, that would have been a prime example of the phrase, no parry, no life, that Ch0sen would have had, the defending champion, getting out of that mix-up here. Here he gets started with target combo into the Ganajin. Got him mixing. Got his brother watching. He knows. I love it. Like I always point that out, like in Alpha 3, where they have Yun and Yangs in the background. Or they have those supers where both of the brothers get on the screen together.
That's CVS 2.
CVS 2,
yeah. Alpha 3. Yun is in the
GBA version.
The PSP version.
PSP, yeah. But then later the GBA version, which has Ingrid and Eagle.
Oh, nice interrupt, but that's not going to be a combo. So, nice. Wow, that crouching forward reached. I didn't think it was going to get, but he's not dead yet.
Pixel left.
Yeah, he just tried to backdash away from the 720. This is not over yet, yeah. Like, literally, if BigNasty had parried that could have been a 720, and that might have been that would have been the end for that round for Ch0sen. Oh, he got him!
Grounded. Yes, he did.
Zwei, drei, Ende!
Yeah, Ch0sen shaking his head, knowing that was a bad landing there. Another SPD in the house. You know the crowd wants it. I'm going to feed you more of it. And then gets that big splash off the top rope.
Nice. So much damage from that 720.
And this is the first of 3. This is our winner's final set here. Ch0sen, the defending champion of Texas Showdown. Rocking that awesome Texas Showdown jacket.
Dude, the checker's so cool. And the trophy. So cool. We have the trophy here, by the way. We have the trophy, so later on when we have a chance.
We have it.
Oh, there you go. Yep. There you go. Shout out to production. Look at this thing. Beautiful. Got the dragon. Also, all the
medals
callbacks
nice
to the space program here in Houston.
The medals are nice, too. I look forward to wearing one at work today.
All right. Activate the Ganajin here. Yeah, okay, so he's going to get caught, and like I said,
Back in the Izquierda.
even against Hugo, pretty decent damage, and again, building so much meter afterwards. So it's almost like Yun always has a Ganage. Interesting enough, though, that Ch0sen continues to engage. Now, see, that's what I was looking more of. Just kind of the runaway, crouch strong whiffs to build the meter.
Yep.
Got him. He's going to get the side switch here. No, actually, yeah, there it is.
Oh, wow. Continues that juggle off of that, switching to the same side there. Yeah, that building meter by whiffing normals as well as parrying projectiles as well. It's one of those really awesome, like, anti-zoning mechanics that they put into this game that I think is just great. Makes third strike
dude,
really
I thought he
awesome.
was going to dash 720. Oh, he did go for it. He went for it. He went for it. And Ch0sen said, nope, that is not, I'm not going to get caught by that.
The crowd too much in shock with a big gasp, did not go into the chance there. They're just straight up like, oh, just keep on rolling with him. There he goes, Argentinian backbreaker like WWE Hall of Famer Lex Luger.
So low to the ground, he caught the dive kick like right at the end. All right, activation time.
It's amazing the anti-air properties that move has. We've seen on display. Even against Ganage, no fear. Dive kick getting drowned in the damage.
Oh, God, just eat that jump heavy kick.
Yeah, the elbow just doesn't come home. Casually walking under. Hit confirms it again. Oh, but no continuation
that's the
there.
Second time he's dropped that, or. Right,
okay, that's good damage, good conversion after the Ganage comes into the fact, but now you got to back it up. BigNasty's got that full 720 on deck.
Yeah, and you see this time what Ch0sen was doing was definitely doing a lot more of the running away and building the meter, which is what sets him up here. But again, not over yet. One parry into 720 could end it, but there it is, the standing forward. Gonna take it, and we're at 1-1 if I'm not mistaken now.
I love looking at the crowd and seeing how many third strike players are there mixing up, because the retro room was pretty packed and we had like 3 cabinets of head-to-head action going there. It's just such a great stable when you see those head-to-head cabinets out there. We got it going on at Arcade Odyssey, and it's just brought like 20-person rotations every night.
Yeah, too high up, just goes for the throw afterwards. No whiff punish, but a whiff punish on that, but maybe a little too far or just a late cancel on that one. But it doesn't matter, he gets the Ganage in here, he's not gonna drop the combo. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, extracurricular.
Oh yeah, Zempo tension. Or the Sorai Rengeki, as me and my friends called it. Here we go.
Oh, wow. He confirmed that from out in Ohio, connecting that shoulder in there. And then getting just a pixel left and takes the trade.
That's so unfortunate for BigNasty, but here it is. Ch0sen with the match point now.
I like how Yang looks up and he's just like, there you go, little brother.
Oh, again, too far away on that one, so it's just not gonna combo. Oh, I thought he was gonna do empty jump into 360. But you are so scared right now with that 720, especially now you want to be in his face, so you got to be as careful as possible.
Oh, this time it doesn't connect with the up kicks. Earlier he was able to get that combo and put BigNasty in a hurtful position in the corner there.
Oh, that dash into nothing. Oh,
does it reach? No, it doesn't.
But the no punish from Ch0sen, and that's going to almost kill, so now BigNasty just needs one more hit. But we've got another Ganage activation. Here we go. Just stave off the damage.
Doing that despite the life deficit there. But when you look at the damage of the setup that it gets, especially with the cross back from the down forward roundhouse,
he's going for it.
Comeback complete. Ch0sen showing, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Was there any doubt?
I mean, honestly, I feel like BigNasty was going for SPDs a little too often during the end of rounds, you know, like trying to go for the 720 during the Ganage and then the SPD right there after the dive kick. Ch0sen is clearly very cognizant of that 720 and the 360s. Oh, jeez. Let's go.
One fight away from grand finals for the defending champion. Oh, then he's going to take that splat, but BigNasty's going to keep on churning that butter there. It's just like BigNasty cool, just want to keep getting that power bomb. Sorry, it's Big Daddy cool, Diesel. Hey. Oh no, wrong direction on the palms.
Oh no, and then you just got hit by the palm.
It's like he was waving the Yang.
Right. Again, one SPD won't quite kill, but it'll be very close. And now, yeah, you gotta watch. Oh no, he just got hit. If he doesn't drop this combo, this should do it right here. He's gonna keep it nice and simple Ch0sen. Sorry, this is winner's final, so this was 3 out of 5. I said he had match point last time, but now this is the real match point.
Ch0sen looking menacing like his namesake, the villain of Karate Kid Part 2.
But a cool character in the current
Yeah, he's great, Cobra Kai. I love the Cobra Kai. I do. I really do. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Going for the lows there. That's interesting. All right, got him back on the brother's side.
Didn't quite get the lunge punch there. Oh, no whiff punish.
And that's a lot of HP that BigNasty still has on the table. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a few splats, a 720 could definitely make a big difference here.
Oh,
And the clap, too, to stop that momentum. Probably learned that from Mr. Miyagi.
well, he's not trying to give Yun a massage, okay? He's actually trying to break his legs, so. Oh, he's dashed up so many times.
Oh, the big
very,
splash.
very late splash. Oh, he could have got the combo after that, I think. Oh, what the heck was that? I'm not even sure what that interaction was at the end, but he hit him out of the air, so he got the knockdown, and he was able to confirm off of it and make sure he gets the kill. Ch0sen is going to knock BigNasty into the losers, so he will be awaiting to see who makes it out of the losers bracket before losers finals.
Yeah, still got some heavy hitters out there. I mean, no Chuns, no Yangs, but we still got some good representation from some strong top tier play. Waxx, last year's runner-up, still on the radar here, still able to do it, and BigNasty still has some 720s in him. And I know, because Hugo, it's always a tradition to see some great Hugo play here at Texas Show. The crowd loves Hugo, stream loves stuff. People want Hugo to happen.
I mean, it's crazy because honestly, you sit here and you watch, this and Evo and stuff. Hugo's not a good character in this game, but the guys who use him are doing work.
I mean, my first Evo, 2015, I was there in the front row watching Alex Valle defeat Bonchan at Ultimate Street Fighter 4, and I'll tell you, man, that was one of the proudest moments I was to be an American.
I was commentating that match. It was so good.
Yeah, I was screaming USA with every inch of my lungs.
All right, here we go. Ganajin just built the meter. Oh, I think he thought he was closer to the corner, but he's going to get the side switch here. Ganajin didn't get the juggle after that.
I love that fake
shoulder.
cross-up. Yep. Key to him in front.
Oh, yeah.
And Waxx, last year's runner-up here. Definitely not playing like he's new to this game.
What a walk back by Sunny. You saw the walk back, and Waxx was trying to go up for the throw. He just missed it. And then Sunny got the crouching medium kick into, wow, round start activation. I mean, that is a common thing that you see from the Yuns. He's going to try to take him as far to the corner as possible.
My man here teched him to the other side of the tracks off that landing.
Oh, that's a big punish. And that target combo exactly gave him the meter for this. So he's going to take him to the, he goes for the reset. He's going to be able to side switch here. Yep, there it is. And here we go. No,
yes,
nice
shimmies.
Oh, too far away for the standing medium kick.
That double dive kick, it's problematic. I mean, especially when you see it from characters like Yun or Rufus, or just where they're able to just double down on that.
Right. So, I mean, unlike some of the other dive kicks like Rufus from Street Fighter 4, you can only do it at the higher up in your jump, but you have 3 different angles, and that's what makes it so scary. But Sunny is not scared at all because he almost has to kill here, and he's going to take that with a perfect.
That step back low forward from the corner there, just shows, combined with the mental stack of all the opportunities that Ken has, especially with kill in sight, Sunny just keeps it and just goes with that step back neutral low forward, how it's been his signature kiss of death throughout this top 8, and it just carries him further here as he pushes it closer to eliminating last year's runner-up and Dallas-Fort Worth favorite, Waxx here.
All right, here we go. Sunny with the 1-game lead right now.
I mean, you and I both know what it's like to have cross-state rivals. I have Orlando and Jabali and the Retro Revival kids. You have, there's NorCal, SoCal.
Oh, yeah.
Fort Worth versus Houston. I mean, it's a lot of long drives home,
Oh, yeah. 6-hour drive from SoCal to NorCal, but they don't have to go that far to be able to get the damage off of that Ganajin, but nicely done right there, and had kept him on the ground to get that full Shippu. Oh, good anti-air. Obviously, a risk right there that Waxx could have parried that, but was not going to happen that time.
And now Sunny is on max point here.
Good stuff. Oh boy.
It.
Now, he has no meter, but look at this life that he has. Oh, no, he was too far. Not going to be able to punish because the throw his fortune, don't have that much recovery. Oh my God. Oh, if he had converted that, that would have been so crazy.
Yeah, he still gets a little bit of mileage out there. Still trying to poke his way into that, but Sonny gets the catch, and Sonny takes it home. Waxx is eliminated.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a couple of times with the young players right there, being a little too far away with that crouching medium kick. And shout outs to Sonny to be aware that that was the range right there and ready to parry the lunge punch and get the victory. Nicely done.
I think Sonny's spacing game has really stood out throughout the top 8 as well. I mean, he's really been, and not just as you're mentioning, like those activations that have whipped as well, but we also saw target combos fall out. As well as also like some confirms with special cancels that build up enough super, and then also just the hit stun properties where, I mean, you're just seeing even in those wild situations, your mileage may vary in various of those times, but Sonny has just been holding down, keeping composed, and he's taken out a lot of the favorites here in the top 8 to move forward.
But always glad to see Texas Showdown win in the tournament. I mean, a lot of these events now, Frosty Faustings, you go to them, you'll find so many people playing on these retro games, and even, let's say you're a home player and you use a pad, they have the dongles here that you can plug in your controllers. So you can, if you really want to be a hitbox third strike player, I mean, even Automatic goes back to the joystick when he plays third strike. So.
He does, yeah. And what we saw also in the retro room, James, is people bringing in their own arcade setups to connect to the arcade cabinet. I know we saw like Big Gus doing that in CVS2 yesterday.
Dude, I saw Rama bust out one of those Quamba 2009s, and speaking of going back in time here, nicely done.
I always question how they get it past TSA, but you know, when there's a will, there's a way in the FGC, right?
Well, remember, Ranma's the TO here, so he lives here. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Local advantage. I could probably bust out my Quamba Dragon. Sonny gets the first point here in BigNasty, and this is the loser's final here. Heavy hitters here. Ken with the Super Art 3 going up against BigNasty with a 720 double parry in the boot to the floor there.
Yeah, BigNasty wants to get into that grand finals again to get another shot. Try to take this tournament, but he's got to get past Sonny first. Nice parry. 720. Dry. Ende. Oh, nice. Got that standing heavy kick with punish. Still has the corner position, but yeah. Oh, he went for the overhead a little too slow. Yet SPD'd. He missed. He missed with the DP.
BigNasty getting all the 360s he can get there to take care of business. Gets that big flex here. Who's going to take it all to score the first point here? This is a 3 out of 5 set, as is the rest of the tournament that we'll go with. So a lot more third strike to play out here.
You see Sonny trying to anticipate some buttons with the parries. You see him crouching a little bit. Oh, just gets out of there. Nice. And gets the punish on the whiff throw.
Yeah, Sonny with the empty jump. Caught him chasing there. Using the personal action to give himself a little bit of a buff there. Some of those buffs are interesting that you get. Like Q is able to take like much less damage when he, flexes enough of it.
It's vital for Q.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is actually one of the better like whiff punishing supers as well.
So
that Super Art 3.
Oh no!
Oh, this is gonna get him real close. Real close.
Dry ending. Yeah, here we go. One more hit. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for that. Empty into SPD again.
Okay, there we go.
He just walked into it. He just walked into it, but he's still alive. Here we go. What's it going to be here at the end of the round?
Yeah, mercifully.
Next touch is going to do it.
But what a deep DP to go take it. And James, I also wanted to point out, using that Super Art 3 as a whiff punish, it's a 3-frame startup, which really allows for like those overextensions. Because you see some people may whiff a sweep sometimes, and Justin Wong will use Chun-Li's Super Art 2 to punish that straight up. Yeah, I love those kind of sequences. But Ken also like could really find those opportunities. And with Sonny's neutral, it really shows on display. As he's just been. Oh, man.
Start of the round dash into SPD. BigNasty is going into no fear mode. Oh, my God. This is not looking good for Sonny here this round.
It's one of those quick retaliations on display. Parry and another splat.
Oh, my goodness. Just needs one little hit, and there it is. Reach out and touch someone.
What did the 4 fingers say to the face, Charlie Murphy? Oh, the leap into the 720.
What did BigNasty eat between rounds here? Because this game, he has been living up to his nickname. He is going crazy.
Off the clap, the man's got the understanding of how to break all Gigas in sight.
Here we go, here we go. Sonny, let's see if he can get some momentum off this. He hasn't even really had a chance to build much meter in this game. Look at this. Oh, come on, BigNasty. Not like this. Don't do him like this. Oh. He was too ambitious. A sweep would have just did it after he blocked. Ken's crouching roundhouse. Nice!
Oh, there we go, put him down. BigNasty, man. He's got some of those moves over there in the station looking like Wesley Snipes in the uncut Michael Jackson music video of Bad. Got Sonny like, hold on a second, I got to get some vape energy in me there. We caught you, we see you, don't try to sneak it. You know, see a lot of that in the FGC. People be sneaking some strange clouds up in the venue. I don't blame them at all, especially when BigNasty coming up that close to tie it up 1-1. Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely a packed room over here. You do not get this energy anywhere else except for offline events. So gotta try to make it to these places. Look at this. Dude, BigNasty is just getting whatever he wants right now.
He's just slamming him against a poster like, I bet you love New York now. Big slam energy there. 720. It will kill, James. This will kill. Wow.
BigNasty has gotten some sort of read right now where he's just like, okay, I have my opponent shook right now. He is just, every read is working. It should be 1-1 right now if I'm not mistaken,
yes,
right?
It is, it is, yes. And also, like, it says every time I see that, it just comes so close. I just feel like Mark Henry superplexing the Big Show. Like, is the ring going to break? Kagate Kinaz up in there.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, dude, the reactions from BigNasty, even on the defense, he's getting the read. Look at that. 2 parries on the sweeps in a row here. Trying to get out of the corner.
No, you can't escape with that one.
Yeah,
he's not out of the cone of concern. It's hurricane season all day, every day for BigNasty.
Here we go. Here's an opportunity now for Sonny. Can he be able to take this? Tries to get extra damage on the next hit.
I like that fake out with the jump in, jump back.
Oh, I'm so scared about that 720. You know BigNasty wants the closest round with that 720. Nice.
What a parry.
Traded.
The multiple hits caused the trade, but that still puts Sonny up on the board. Now, this is not match point for either character. This is 3 out of 5 since it is the loser's final here, but it's going to be a pivotal position there, and one wrong step puts Hugo in a world of hurt and more Kagate Kinaz.
Oh, good. Gets the sweep off of that parry as well. And, wow, BigNasty parrying the lows, parrying the mids. He doesn't care, you know?
No, I mean, he's telling him straight up, I like my eggs sunny side up, but this time I'm doing them poached.
I feel like right now if I was fighting BigNasty online, I'd be like, he's got a hack installed. He's just parrying all my buttons and then taking the throws, too. He has all the reads here. Oh, good DP, good TP. Good block on the overhead as well. That would have led into the Shippu. The universal overhead going over the low.
Yep, that leap, that universal overhead, hitting medium punch, medium kick to get back up in there. And I don't want to mention, too, that CVS2 Peak Groove gives you the small jump.
Yeah.
Specifically because of that mechanic.
Yes,
so I thought that was a really interesting addition into that. As BigNasty going up 2-1 here, enjoying his Sonny side up as he takes the advantage here. Sonny can't afford to lose one more or else it's going to be 3rd place here. Nice spot on the podium, but we want to bring it home for Texas Showdown, baby. Jazzy Circuit points on the line. This is what it's all about, baby. The world is playing Third Strike more than ever.
Oh, wow, just goes for it. Not sure if Sonny just didn't try to put in a meteor or anything like that. Yeah, the way that BigNasty uses that splash so late in the jump is what keeps it a little bit oh, he didn't get him. 720. But yeah, it's making it really hard to figure out if he's going to empty jump into command grab or just attack really low. You don't have that big startup winding attack from the sky.
Would a regular 360 or an EX 360 would have got the kill there? Gets himself in the corner there, using that stand fierce, big slap energy here. Let's see, Sonny converts off Super Hard 3. Gonna need that buff. Oh, near whip punish against the clap.
Yo.
Oh, there we go. Great whip punish there with the sweep.
Oh, there's another one, but not close enough to punish that one. But you got to watch out. I mean, BigNasty has shown that he's been able to parry a lot of those. But I do like the fact that Sonny isn't being discouraged from trying the pokes. But there's an SVD. There's one. This is match point for BigNasty here.
Oh, caught him there. Yeah, just got a bit of that hurt box down low. Too much junk in the trunk for Hugo to lift off with. But still, that 720 on deck. And if he hits one of those,
nice.
it's done. That's all she wrote.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So you're still scared, even with a life lead against Hugo, to say any wrong thing will lead.
Yeah, even with the Super Hard 3 on deck, he's still going to build a little bit of that meter. Late uppercut there, brilliantly done.
Oh, he got the hit. That's huge. But his wake up parry. It's never done. And I love the stand light punch right there. You know I mean, Sunny had to know BigNasty was going to try to parry the DP, right? Because Chip, you know, and all, I mean, not even just Chip, but you just can't even block it. And so going with that light punch right there, throwing it off the timing. Oh no, that was a crouching light kick.
Parry to 720, whip match point on deck. You see Sunny, he's breathing now. Oh, there we go. Has to
No! How did the Tatsu come out? I'm sure that was supposed to be a Shippu. Here we go. Ken, that's a worthless button. That is a worthless button. Oh, nice parry. Here we go.
That puts Sunny in the driver's seat here. Can he
he's got it.
Have another fight after the overhead?
The comeback.
He's going to need a little bit more, but he's got another super art.
He's got this.
Oh, the parry! And that's why you build up that other super art 3. When one doesn't get the job done, you go and pack another, and now we're in the final fight for the loser's fight round. Oh yeah, take another hit of that.
All 3 of his Shippus in that last round. Yep, that's like you said, that's the big advantage of that one. You know, it's supposed to be the, quote, low damage super, but, you know, oh, man.
Also, shout-outs to your mention of worthless button there. That was like, I know that one call of the year.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's a worthless button. Shout-outs, JWin, man. You're awesome.
No,
yeah.
Too far, a little too far.
Didn't want to get up on the wall this time. Gets back up off the wall. Shout-outs cool in the game.
Yeah, good footsies right now by Sunny. He is actually letting BigNasty hit the buttons first, and he's been getting the whiff punishes. Oh, no. I don't know if BigNasty tried to parry when he landed or if he thought he was going to land on the other side.
Yeah, and that's what brought Sunny here this far into the bracket, too. Those excellent whip punishes and neutral. Put it on display there, and another Super Art 3. Kagata Gana's his way towards match point with a conversion.
This is such good adjustments here from Sunny, because if you remember, he's been getting his lows and even the standing heavy kick parried, and that was costing him a lot. And so now what you see he's doing, he's being much more cautious. He's going for his own whiff punishes. He's not pressing buttons as much in the neutral, and I think that's helped him a lot. Well, that's what happens if you don't press buttons in the neutral, though.
Yeah, BigNasty's got a shift there and sees that he's got permission to ride here. So then chase after. Oh, he tried to get him for a counter there, but then the bottom of the hitbox there of that EX Tatsu take care of business. Empty jump goes there. BigNasty trying to get closer to make it to a final round here. Do you want to kick? Now, when you win this round, do you want to do it carrying that super and get that 720 into the final round situation, the last 99 seconds to decide?
Oh, no, that was supposed to be a DP.
Final round.
That was supposed to be a DP, but here we go. It's final game, final round.
Yeah, and in these last few rounds, we've seen Sunny making more execution errors than he has in this bracket here. You can see the nerves getting to it, like that accidental Tatsu as well as that missed DP. But this time on point with that Super Art 3 to send BigNasty in the corner.
Oh, good dash up throw. He realizes that BigNasty's not hitting a lot of buttons, but this side switch is going to be very important. Nice again. The parries on the lows. Oh my God!
So close.
Oh my God! That was
like
one
this.
frame away. Here we go. Too far away. Nice walk back right there from Sunny to get out of the range of that SPD. Oh, the whip punish. The nerves on Sunny right now. He's been doing so well by not pressing a lot of buttons.
Yeah, Sunny was zero vital here. BigNasty just needs one tap or splat.
Oh. Gotta watch out for that universal overhead too. We saw BigNasty use that before. The empty jump into the low. That's how we're gonna end this here. And BigNasty has gotten back into grand finals, books his way back into grand finals. And you know what? I know all the grappler haters out there are like, no, but like I said, Hugo is not a good character in this game. It takes some real skill. Hashtag justice for grapplers. Let's go.
That was fantastic.
Let's go.
BigNasty using that big body energy to put out the sun and end Sunny's dream run here in this fantastic top 8, finishing into the top 3. I mean, shout outs to Sunny getting that podium finish there. He was excellent neutral on display, but that match going down to the absolute wire there. You could see him out there. He was just like puffing and huffing and puffing out there in between the rounds, like, got to, like recovering from every whip, every missed situation. just like, but blink and you miss it there. That was just great stuff. The way the neutral adjustments went on both sides. Once BigNasty realized, oh, you're not going to throw out buttons, you're not going to go fishing out of there, then I'm just going to jump out of the lake like Leon Kennedy just shot at the water in Resident Evil 4, and I'm coming right at you with everything. You even saw in the last round, he went for the meat squasher in the beginning. You knew what he wanted to do.
Oh, man, but here we go. This is going to be a grand finals rematch here. Ch0sen was able to take it. He only needs just to win the first set. You can't be sent out of the tournament unless you lose in loser's bracket.
It's going to be really one of the hardest things you can do in fighting games is resetting a bracket against Yun here. All right, Ch0sen riling up this Houston crowd.
I love it. I love it.
Still hungry for third strike here in the grand finals. Choke, choke. They're chanting choke. Or they're chanting Cho.
They're chanting Cho. Yeah.
I mean, if I was Ch0sen, I'd tell myself that too. You know? They're not saying boo, Tista. They're saying blue, Tista.
Choke. Oh, man.
It sounds like choke. I mean, like, I'm a grappler hater, so. You know what Jay Wong says? Never trust a grappler. Try
but he said T-Zoc is fun, so we're getting him little by little. Here we go.
T-Zoc is fun, though. I'm not going to lie.
All right. That was obviously not going to combo in that situation.
Can BigNasty get the reset there? Got the meat sponsor
here
out
comes
there.
Agent, and BigNasty had already committed to that dash, and so it's going to be an easy victory for Ch0sen right there.
Yeah, even goes after the KO with that stand roundhouse. Cannot get enough of that sweet chin music. And hey, as an HBK stand, I'm with it. I approve. Trying to build up enough of that Canadian energy as he can.
It's like I said, that's one of the strongest. Oh boy. Well, he got his meter that way, so he immediately activates just so he can kind of change the momentum around, and he's going to get it. Corner position,
Is it? Yes, it's within reach.
That
like, it goes that far? I mean, he was standing right next to Yang.
Right.
Out there, they were just vibing, being bros. BigNasty could have grabbed both of them and got a double cruiserweight powerbomb there. I think this is my favorite stage in the game, to be honest with you.
We've definitely seen him use that backbreaker against the late splash, but actually the hit stun was so long that I think he SPD'd a little too early.
Yeah. I think BigNasty was betting on it getting blocked.
Could have been, yeah. Oh! No dive kicks for you.
Oh,
this is a
yes, it does
dive kick zone!
BigNasty knows he's got big work to do. He's got to bring Hugo out here in this buffet, and he's got to shut down the bar. All right, he's got to say, you said all you can eat, and he's got to go at it.
Oh, man.
It's like when you're at that KBBQ. No rice, no veggies. You got to fill up with the brisket and short rib as much as you can to reset this bracket against Ch0sen.
Not to be stereotypical, I can't do it without rice, man.
Me neither. Of course not. I need it.
Here we go. Oh! Weird situation right there, but it's going to go in BigNasty's favor. Here we go, the Canadian activation. What is Ch0sen going to be able to get out of this? Yeah? Be careful with that. If you use the forward medium kick like that, you are definitely not in a situation where you can keep that combo going.
Yeah, and the courage from BigNasty to churn that butter during the Canadian sequence. But I think Ch0sen gained a little bit of too much tunnel vision there from going with those high lows that he was looking to open him up with. Oh, that's a big whiff, but is it going to open up BigNasty enough? No, it will not. Hey.
Oh, no, he just missed it. Just pressed the button a little too early, so nothing came out. And so he doesn't get the side switch, unfortunately.
And that overhead with the elbow there.
Oh, no, and BigNasty's almost got that 720 ready to go here. So one parry. Yeah, this is dangerous. Oh, it's so scary. Oh,
ducks lariat.
Oh, God, this is so scary. And he still hasn't killed him yet. I mean, even just a regular SPD.
Caught him, Argentinian backbreaker, but doesn't get the kill.
Dude, did he just dash 4 times in a row?
Yes, he did.
Yo, BigNasty's last 7 moves in that match was dash, 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 and crouching short.
You know, it just reminds me when Kevin Nash reaches his final form and becomes Super Shredder in the sequel of Views. That's what we're seeing, that transformation. There it goes.
Eins. Zwei. I mean, this super hurt so much we lost the overlay for a second.
And he continues more on his dash game. He's going to keep on going, jumping to the front of the line. You know, when you got to eat at that buffet, as Larry David says, we don't get in line for seconds.
Nice.
Oh, good slap with that stand fierce. Pushes him back, creates a lot of distance to that Canadian, and that's going to give BigNasty a lot of room to work with.
That's actually Hugo stand medium punch. The little reach slap out there. Ooh. Nice.
Oh, that fierce right in the right space there. Oh, the splash. Canadian almost on deck.
Okay,
immediately
there it is. Oh, it just immediately sweeps back.
BigNasty just sticks his Crimzon out there like, no, I'm the one approaching. I've got the movement. You thought you could dash up in this house?
And you saw that from Ch0sen? That was the classic head tilt right there. What is happening here? I love fighting game language from every player, from every country, from everywhere around the world. The body language is the same for some reason. We all do the same things.
That's my 0-2 shrug.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, takes to the air with that jumping roundhouse.
Nice. Oh, wow, just dash up SPD. We've seen BigNasty dash up and do...
Caught him again.
We've seen BigNasty dash up and do nothing a lot of the times, but now getting a little more brave here. And now he also has the 720 here on deck.
That's a good air, but BigNasty does not care.
And that also runs out all of Canadian. And not only that, but that means Ch0sen's not going to build any meter for the next Canadian.
Yeah, BigNasty put on a hell of a performance last year with his Hugo dynamics here. But now we got third strike on the main stage here. The center of focus as he flattens it closer to a bracket reset.
I am definitely making a stink face right now. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. BigNasty is looking comfortable right now. And honestly, I almost feel like going into the losers bracket helped him out a little bit because against, in that losers finals match, you could tell he kind of gained a little bit of that swagger back, the way that he was just going against Sunny and going for all these crazy throws and all of his setups are working. When your stuff starts working, your confidence goes up to make these reads.
Yeah, and he's able to make these great adaptations on the fly. It's almost like that neutral showdown he had with Sunny in the losers finals. As soon as he walked out of it in the last round, it's like that Mega Man, get equipped with more neutral.
And that was the reset here. So we're back to 0-0. Both players are in the losers bracket now. Here we go. Yep, side switch. Nice parry again.
There we go, now on equal footing, 3 out of 5. Ch0sen's really got to bring it. Now Canadian immediately goes into activation.
Oh boy, yeah. Every little step up that you make is an opportunity to get SPD'd, but you can't be scared of getting command grab. Nice! Oh, he was trying to hit with that jumping heavy kick. The jumping roundhouse was just a little too late.
Gives him a bit of a landing there, more room to operate as we're now on equal footing, 0-0.
Oh, he went for the hard read!
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to reach for a dive kick there to stop it.
Well, just a jump away because, he had the 720. Dash up, 720. He was hoping Ch0sen would be aware enough to try to jump away from it, but I actually think Ch0sen was kind of in a scramble situation, so he actually didn't react the way that BigNasty wanted him to.
Throws it back over behind the Yang. Oh, there's that 720. And now Yang, already having to suffer watching his brother go into the loser's bracket, has to watch him get squatted on this side of Chinatown, and another 360 after that. But good catch him on the escape there.
If it's
anything, you want to get
like,
out the corner. Ch0sen gives him the phantom tax, but the big body slamming even in a 1 round apiece.
I tell you, man, if Yin and Yang are anything like my sibling rivalry, if I was Yang, I'd be laughing right now. Nice parry, nice parry.
Hey, 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 hey.
All right, here we go. Back to the court. What? I don't think that was on purpose, but I think it worked out for him. There's no reason, no way anybody would walk up and up kicks like that.
It may not be what Ch0sen chose, but the game chose for Ch0sen.
Yeah, exactly.
This time he's showing out there that Canadian juggle on point there, but BigNasty able to get himself back in position here. Now they're trading some blows out there.
And now another one. Yes, this should be able to do it. There it is with a palm strike. All right, so Ch0sen on the board here in the grand finals, the final set.
I don't know how either of these players are not sweating. Like in this
Right?
situation, like
I'm sweating right
me
now.
too, yeah. Actually. Yeah, and they gave us like a good amount of water and everything to work with. Like I am very well hydrated here, so.
Okay. What the heck?
The personal action. Okay.
I mean, that was a weird position to do that. You know, I'm not sure if it was intentional, but here we go, slap into the wall throw.
Hey, sometimes you got to spin the snap back to get your swagger back. You know what I mean,
Fair
James?
enough.
So.
Oh boy. BigNasty. I mean,
medicine.
so Ch0sen definitely needed that win in that last game. He needed to stop the momentum, but BigNasty has taken that momentum right back in that first round. So much of these fighting games is a psychological a battle. Oh no, again a drop by Ch0sen, same drop that we saw a little bit earlier. Oh
no, he escapes.
He knew.
He knew and immediately techs the throw after. That's a good tech by Ch0sen. Buy us some more space, but that 360 feels inevitable. Immediate activation.
Nice. Last time, first time he went for the sweep, it actually hit him. Second time, Ch0sen parried the sweep, so that time BigNasty went for the standing medium punch, and you have to parry that forward, so you can see the mind games evolving constantly.
But still, it does favor him whipping those low medium punches because he's able to get that grenade in earlier.
Oh my goodness.
But the big splat there.
Oh my goodness, that was so far. And why is BigNasty shaking his head?
I want to know, but only he knows. And maybe that's something that he wants to reveal. I don't think it's so much as a tell as much as I think it's a promise.
I mean, maybe he was going for a 720 and he's just sad that the 720 didn't come out or something,
that.
But it
you know
worked.
He's been making statements with those, you know.
Oh, the empty jump into SPD. Nice. Good start here for BigNasty. Like I said, after that game number 1, BigNasty has returned back to this kind of just controlling the pace, has the reads. Oh, he held that lariat for a while, hoping to try to get Ch0sen to twitch, but here we go. Ch0sen with the Ganajin.
Connects with the third hit. That's going to get the Ganajin going on there. Oh, but he missed that stand fierce there, but still puts him in prime position there to keep going with that neutral. But still, you wish he had more damage and Oki against BigNasty because you give this Hugo an inch, you know he will take a mile. Oh, the shoulder connects.
Should be able to kill off of this as well.
And it does. He takes it.
There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done.
This crowd has been absolutely hyped. This is the kind of energy Third Strike deserves here in this Jazzy circuit. Qualifying grand final here. Ch0sen versus BigNasty. It's anyone's game. Who's willing to take it? Ganajin on deck immediately
activates. Yeah. Just wants to get in there. Got to get the hit. Gets the confirm. Here we go. Woo. Nice. Catches with the overhead. And here we go. Ganajin activation.
Yeah, it favors him with that walk back there. He's able to build a shorter meter and get that. Doesn't get much out of the Ganajin, but with the pace that it's going, he's probably going to be able to get a third activation, provided that BigNasty does not make a comeback. Sorry, provided that BigNasty does make that comeback.
Right.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Look,
there he goes.
Perfect. He's working on it. And
he fakes him out.
Goes for the surprise attack. Catches BigNasty walking forward. Here we go.
I love it because any gambling man would have bet on the activation coming out there. But to see that he just pushes it back and then just uses that EX to advance and cross, great at using that element of surprise. That puts Ch0sen one off from winning it all.
That's right. That first set was all BigNasty, but here's Ch0sen running it back. This is why you want to get into grand finals from the winner's side. Gives you a little bit of leeway here.
But this is what makes, I think BigNasty is scarier. The more that the health loses, the more he's backed up against the corner, the more he is fighting for his life. The more he comes back with that red parry 360.
Parry.
And likewise, you know what happens when bulls see Rojo? When bulls see that red.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's just going wilding out like the streets of Madrid.
Oh, yeah. Always going into that whiff, standing strong. Oh, it's so scary because that 720 is still a threat. He didn't want to go for the 720 there because even if it had hit, it wouldn't have killed, and he probably would have had a high chance of losing there. So he'd rather save the 720 for this round here. and he got the win as
It's a
well.
comeback back
Did he jump out? I thought he was jumping at that point, but no. Here's a 720. BigNasty just needs another 40% damage here to take it to the final game. Oh no! Here we go.
This agent could also get Ch0sen closer to match point if he plays his cards right. And it looks like he's got a wild draw 4 there busting out.
Yeah,
and now he's got the reverse skip and draw 2.
And almost Gazaganajan built up again. Activating. Here we go. Oh no!
He jumped too far. He tried to advance the board, but BigNasty let him know you got to pay rent when you step on boardwalk.
What was he going for? I mean, he was trying to advance forward with the medium punch, but you had to have seen that. You know, BigNasty went into the air, so he just got jumped, kicked out of the air. But you can tell the audience is definitely rooting for Cho here, still chanting the Cho.
Here we go. You know, James, your Hugo is nasty. You know it's worth the salt when you got a crowd chanting for Yun to come go the distance in grand finals, okay? You know that's a compliment right there. He's got Dom Mysterio heat. This BigNasty got it.
All right, activation.
Oh, catches
wow.
it. Yeah, against the dive kick there. What a move. What a maneuver, like he who should now, the commentator should not be named.
You see the sorry. I lost my train of thought now. Okay, here we go.
That's what I do, James.
Okay, overhead, but yeah, you can't combo off that. Wow, he used the jumping fierce because that reaches so much farther than you expect it to. Yeah, you forget it has that range sometimes. Oh boy. No, the read, and here we go. It is tournament point for Ch0sen. He looks back at the crowd and he says, one more, I've got this.
The Texas faithful rooting for this young player to go 2 for 2, back-to-back Texas Showdown champions here as he fishes for those lows, pushing BigNasty's Hugo into the corner. Ooh. Oh, the tension. You can cut it with any form of knife. Any utensil could definitely break apart this tension.
You can even cut it with a spork at this point.
This time he gets the leap, and that's overhead does give himself some leeway. There. Big command grab energy there.
This looks good. I think BigNasty's getting a little nervous here.
Yeah, and he's got a long way to go to get that 720. Here comes another Canadian.
Oh, the red parry!
Red parry!
Okay, survived that Canadian completely. Here we go. Is this the comeback? Is it time for the comeback? He's got the 720. Does he want to save it the next round? He would love to be able to do that, but if he can use it to get the win here, that's important. No backbreakers to the dive kick. Here we go, another Canadian, but God, this is so scary to approach Hugo. He knew it. He knew BigNasty wasn't good at 720, and he takes it. He had the read. He knew that he had been jumping so many of the command grabs that BigNasty was second-guessing himself to activate that 720. Yeah. So he walked up and got his own command grab, and he command grabbed his way into the champion, up to becoming the champion of Third Strike here at Texas
Look, he's crowd
Showdown.
Surfing, man. The crowd taking the Ch0sen one who has gone the distance, like every great young player out there. The moment they sense hesitation on the table, that's 720. He wanted to make that a final round problem. But instead of that, he saw that, I'm going to give you a round 2 problem. With the Canadian for the ages to close it out and get that big chunk of those jazzy points. Shout outs to Ch0sen going back-to-back Texas Showdown champion. What an incredible grand finals, all the way down to a reset. We had some very strong performances, top to bottom throughout this top 8.
And again, it's just, I love seeing the adaptation from the players over here. But, I mean, look, man, at this point in time, are we going to start moving Hugo up the tier list, right? Because Hugos are doing some damage here in all these Third Strike tournaments,
in the right hands, man. In the right hands, Hugo is a terrifying. And you can see, like, the way he just had that run all the way through it. 2 times they're chanting.
Oh, okay, there you go. There you go.
Going back to back, and Ch0sen definitely well earned. There he is, Mike B, showing us, like, all the Texas OGs and faithful are in the house here.
Oh, yeah,
like, most of them. But yeah, are definitely in the house here. If not, they're definitely watching and seeing how Ch0sen just goes back to back Texas Showdown winning champion. That was definitely well earned, and a lot of just great adjustments. Like, not just top tier mechanics and mastery was enough. It was a lot of the psychology as you were playing, like just getting into living rent-free in their heads. And then, like you pointed out, that as soon as there was a hesitation with the 720, it was just, he's just going, and he's just going to dive bomb his way across the corner to the finish line.
And it's really important to talk about that because his ability to walk up and get that command grab at the end was not just something that, people are saying, oh, he just did that there. He had established so much during the last few rounds, not even the whole fight, but the last few rounds he had been jumping away a lot and avoiding a lot of the SPDs. And so it was that storyline that he was able to take into that command grab over there. And also, I want to give a shout out to, like I said earlier, the Dallas-Fort Worth scene. Like, I've been talking to a lot of the guys here, and every time they're like, we've got a great third strike scene. We play third strike, and Dallas-Fort Worth is going to take it. It sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like Ch0sen is from there, and Arcade is apparently is their home over there for third strike over there. So shout outs to Arcade, and shout outs to the Dallas-Fort Worth scene. I know, like, even the Jazzy Circuit, the finals have been run here in Texas as well. So this is a third strike state. So much. I'm sorry, I wanted to mention this.
No, keep going, man.
And I didn't have a chance. I mean, even, sorry for me to go into the history kind of things again, but this has always been a third strike state. In fact, two of the strongest third strike players here in Texas a long time ago, Camwy and Mopreme, who are fellow combo video makers of mine, and just recently the internet found out, about Camwy, aka Adam Dietz, whose brother is Samuel Dietz, and those two are, Adam was a big third strike player back in the day. If you watch the Netflix Castlevania cartoon,
both of them.
Right, both of them. Samuel Dietz, Adam Dietz are the producers of that cartoon.
And it's a great show. It's fantastic.
It's for me, like, sorry to go through all it, but like, I love seeing all the FTC guys going out and doing big things in the world. So I had to give a shout out to the history of Texas FTC here for Adam and for Mopreme Mark.
Third strike has always flown through the lifeblood of Texas Showdown as well. And also, like, legendary figures like we've seen, like Kindevu, Tokido, also like the rivalry between Justin Wong and Brian Tyson. That goes, like, if you download some of those VODs from the Texas Showdown website, which still has those VODs.
Cool, nice.
And a lot of them were talking about, like, predates YouTube as well. Like,
I
I downloaded a lot of third strike footage off LimeWire, so like I definitely got a lot of malware on my mom's machine, a lot over it, but definitely, I'm telling you, Mom, it was definitely worth the risk. I'm sure she knows seeing me here now. So,
I still have one of those 4 DVD sets from Texas Showdown from a long time ago. Because before we had YouTube and streaming like this, that's how a lot of these tournaments would make money. They would lose money on the tournament, then they would produce a DVD and try to make up for it. And it was the only way that we could see a lot of those matches. And again, Texas Showdown was one of the big 4. There was the diamond across the country. Evo was the West Coast. Texas Showdown was South. North was Midwest Championships. And East Coast Championships, ECC, was the East Coast. Those were the 4 big majors. Like, I always compare it to tennis. Evo was the Wimbledon, but the other 3 were just as important.
Right. And this was around that era where if I'm not mistaken, Texas Showdown was a qualifier for SBO, Super Battle Opera. And that was something I used to watch a lot of back there. Let's give a shout out here to Waxx. Yeah, Waxx getting a lot of love here. Last year's runner-up as well. Also a very strong performance as well.
Not very many people can hold a candle to Waxx, so.
I see what you did there. Yeah, and it's excellent performance there from Sonny, man. Really a dark horse heading into this top 8, and then his neutral on display with Ken was amazing. Also got to say, is also one of these, as a fellow recipient of these medals, which I really look forward to wearing on Monday at work.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is definitely not a participation award, I'll tell you that. So there's I love BigNasty, man. I want to point out also, James, he reset a bracket. Okay? He reset a bracket against Ch0sen's Yun, man. That alone is hard.
I do like seeing him wear that Jazzy Circuit shirt, supporting third strike around the country. I see some people in the chat talking about Javi over here.
Javi's a legend too, man.
Let me give you a little lore on Javi. When Shoryuken.com was starting, Javi hosted the site at his work. And it started getting too much traffic, and his boss at one point in time was like, hey, is this your site? Like, is this here? And he's like, yeah. And so, like, the boss was like, okay, if you don't do it again, we're just good. And so then we actually had to find an actual server to host Shoryuken.com.
Those old forums. I didn't even know that.
Man,
I've been on the SRK forums all the way to like 2005. Yeah.
That is an indication right there of how ingrained and how important Javi was in the old days. I mean, he was one of the main guys helping keep the FGC go around.
He's one of my favorite TOs.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
scene
absolutely.
Too. And like a lot of people like in the industry as well know who he is as well. He's definitely an awesome figure. And this was my first time placing high. I think placing higher than him in an Alpha 2 bracket. So very excited about that too. I didn't get the opportunity to shut down his Showdown, but he got eliminated by Waxx in A2, and then I avenged it, and I beat Waxx in the top 8.
Nice.
Good job. Really excited about it. But he got me back in CVS too, and it was on stream, so I got to hold that.
Oh, man. But again, great stuff to the Third Strike scene. Again, if you guys are not aware of, the Jazzy circuit, please look that up, because that is a national circuit for Third Strike where you earn points at a bunch of these events that are running Third Strike everywhere. But
we got a few in Miami, actually. We just had the top 8 over in Miami at ROK Esports. The top 8 just picked up some points. So we got another hub going on there.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, shout outs to Evergrande and Mr. Pomegranate for putting on a wonderful performance there. But we got hubs popping out. I know that Phoenix has a good one over in Colorado at Akihabara.
Akihabara.
Yeah. They also had a masterful scene, and of course, NorCal, SoCal, always going to throw it down.
Yeah. I mean, SoCal was. I mean, at one point in time, everything else was. What was it? I forgot what country they said it was. The SoCal. Anyways, but also the other thing I did want to shout out as well again is you can see how passionate about Third Strike this entire state is. The Texas state is so into this game, and like I said, a huge scene in Dallas-Fort Worth and a lot of other areas around here. My theme for this year, I swear, is that fighting games don't get old. If it's a good game, it's always going to be a good fighting game.
Right.
It's like even like some of my favorite games, right? Like if I'm like, oh, I love Silent Hill 2, but like the camera's weird, the graphics aren't, But dude, I swear to God, like a good fighting game is a good fighting game forever. And as long as people are playing it, as long as there is somebody out there who is going to keep running the scene, like the Jazzy Circuit guys, like the Dallas-Fort Worth guys, like the arcade guys, right? The game will never die.
Yeah, even prior to it being a main stage game at EVO last year as well. Like you pointed out, like Third Strike is timeless. And I can tell you also, like in that scene that we have in Miami, about 80% of the players are Gen Z.
Yeah,
like we do have players, some players that are older than me. Some of us are bald with long gray beards. I'm one of the old ones as well. They can tell by the way I walk. But at the same time, like we have a lot of Gen Z kids picking up and new faces going with it. And as long as we continue that trend of making like more accessibility for these classic games, and like I was pointing out with CVS too, and we're going to see a lot of that with the upcoming Capcom Fighting Game Collection too. Yeah. We're going to see a lot of that as well as I'm hoping Power Stone gets a revival as well. That's one of my favorites, and also 1 and 2. And what's also going to be great about that is seeing like these new heads just jumping in and getting it. And also like for instance, Waxx is considered a new player. I think he's only been playing Third Strike for a few years, but because he's had a cabinet at his crib, he's been hosting, people have been coming over, it's just like that. And also at CEO last year in Third Strike, I believe 3 or 4 of the top 8 players were actually from South Florida, including like we have this amazing player named Sid. They're an incredible 12 player. And people were like, "Whoa, we have 12s? We have 12s." So I mean, like, it's really great. And like I was saying this at the beginning, even before the stream, Third Strike deserves its own FGC, and very much with how it's become with the Jazzy Circuit, the expansion game, the more popularity about it. I really feel like it's kind of become its own.
All right. So, question here though, what's coming next on this stream here? Oh, nice. Okay, so if you are a fan of the anime genre, especially Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, helping kind of bridge the gap between anime games and like Street Fighter games as well.
Yes,
that's the next top 8 that's going to be on this channel right here, so you don't want to go anywhere. But there's just going to be so many more games during the course of the day, and we're going to be closing out with the Street Fighter 6 at the end. But try to tune into everything, support, especially here as well, the Full Bar Esports channel. Drop a sub, drop a follow, and that way when they run their, like he told me that they do 1 major a year, but he's going to try to run more during the course of the year. Give them a follow so that you'll know whenever they start running those events. And then if you got something to spare, drop a sub as well. support all of the streamers here. So
yeah, we appreciate it because it's just run on passion and fumes, baby. That's how we do it. So it's been excellent. James, always a pleasure to commentate with you, man.
For sure.
I always have a blast. Every top 8 always feels like it's like 2 minutes commentating with you as well. And thank you all as well in the chat. You know where to find me. Team Chris Plays over on Twitter. I'm always open to DMs and chats and anything you guys have to say in terms of feedback. You know, I love you guys. I would not have gotten better on the mic if it wasn't for you out there in the community. I really love what the C and the FGC brings. And I feel like it's really such a big part of it, and being part of this great community is always offline.
Especially
offline. That's right. Exactly. You're damn right. You know
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I may plug myself as well, just Ch0sen on everything. Yes, I'm going to be dropping the Ultra Chen TV part, and everything is going to be Ch0sen very soon. I'm going to be trying to go hard on content this year. But that's all I have to say. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys, and watch some more fighting games here on this channel and all the rest of the channels. We'll see you soon.
Much love. Peace out from Houston.